Hello, I'm David Robbins. I'm the product leader for our Baker Hughes Offshore Subsea Wellhead Group. And I've got Phil Potter, our product engineer, with me. And we're doing some lightning talks for bakerhughes.com/Subsea Connect TV. And we're just sharing a little bit on some technology that we've been introducing recently. And our topic for this session is our SFX Wellhead. So Phil, SFX technology has actually been out there a while, but there may be some folks out there not familiar with it. How would you describe what it is?
Yeah, thank you, David. So SFX, you're right, it's been around and it was conceived back in 2015. It's actually been delivered to the field in 2018. So at the time it was conceived, it was when oil was $100 a barrel, but it was more about what can we do to make our customers' life easier? So we had so many different material specifications. As one example, we had a subsea wellhead that had 33 different material specs. So you can imagine that trying to get, what's the word I'm looking for? The economies of scale, for example, is just not going to work, right? So what we really tried to do was take a look at a lot of the customer specifications, material specifications, and really see what was everybody asking for. So we tried to create a standardized approach to product that we could get a customer to agree to, all of our customers to agree to essentially and purchase one product. So that was one piece of what SFX was. We managed to get so far, and then DNV RP34 came along and essentially closed that loop for us. So by utilizing the DNV specification, we're actually able to now create and deliver a single material product to a lot of our customers globally. So that means we don't have 33 different wellheads. We have one different wellhead. And it makes such a huge difference to us, to our customers, in lead time and delivery, in bringing that whole value chain down and simplifying it for us, for our customers. So standardization, that was number one. Number two was about elevating the quality and the performance of the wellhead. So we said, if we now have a wellhead that we can deliver to any customer, now we want a wellhead that can be installed anywhere in the world. So it was a case of what can we do to improve the design, improve the geometries, to really elevate it from a structural perspective, but also from a fatigue perspective, and see, just really elevate the whole performance of the wellhead. So SFX, by using the additional benefits and the materials from RP34, by making design improvements to the equipment, and in particular concentrating really on the welding that we had, we were able to, as part of the development program, we designed and tested and qualified our conductor weld, 36 by 2 inch, and our surface casing weld, in this case 22 by 1 inch, to be better than a C-class performing weld. So for those who don't know, typically in DNV, RPC203, a lot of customers ask us for a C1 performing weld. C1 is a very good weld, but with the testing program that we put in, we exceeded C1, and we actually met and exceeded, as I mentioned, the C-class performance. Essentially, in all the testing we did, we had 500 million cycles put on our equipment, on our welds, and we didn't have a single girth weld failure. So fatigue, capability, design equipment, standardization. Next piece was really about the quality. So this is where we introduced our third-party verification throughout the entire process. We would take it from our raw material to our design manufacturer. We would have third-party witnesses there. So the intent was that we would have that verification in our equipment, in the processes that we use. So the customers didn't have to send their own third party. They could essentially come in, review the data books, see the equipment on the shelf, and then literally go purchase it. So part of that technique was a way to dramatically reduce the lead time in order to manufacture the equipment as well.
Great. And the net effect of this is we're getting 20 times fatigue life, for example, in the MS800 over the legacy product. So significant advancements in fatigue life.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was, I mean, the weld is a fantastic weld. We went from manual welding, which has its good points, but what we were really able to do was create this automatic welding where that first pass, the root pass that we did, was a single start and a single stop all the way around. So just reducing any of the discontinuities or opportunities for discontinuity. And it's just all around, it's a fantastic performing weld. And as our SFX product has evolved over time, we've actually said that we can still deliver to our customers the C-class performing weld when required. But what we're actually finding is an opportunity here to deliver this SFX package as a C1 performing package. So a lot of the processing that goes into it is slightly different. It opens up the supply chain a little bit more for us to go drop down to the C1. There's still a very high performing weld. And in all honesty, it's typically more than enough for what our customers need. Because every now and then we get this request for a C-class weld. So we have the product to be able to hit that mark if we need to.
Great. Well, a lot of times customers are concerned about the change of management of change, right? So the tools, the installation procedures, they're all the same, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we did in this wellhead as well was we standardized on what we call an XL profile wellhead. So essentially what that means is we introduce an inlay, an alloy 625 inlay on the inside of the wellhead. So when you have your completion, your tree or your link between the tree and tubing spool and the wellhead is we have the inlay for them to seal on. So once we standardized on that, the equipment, the geometry of the equipment is no different. So we did elevate the materials, but the equipment, the design, everything stays the same. So our running tools are the same, our housing running tools, our casing hanger running tools, our test tools, everything stays the same. A couple of different things that we changed were wear bushings just to make them slightly longer, but other than increasing the length, nothing changed. So it really is just an extension to the family of what we have in our MS800 and MS700 equipment. So it really is just about having a 17D wellhead for some customers, but those who want this just a little bit extra, they can come in and purchase this RP34 version, which is our SFX wellhead, and really just get that elevated performance.
Fantastic. Look, I know we could talk for hours about this topic. We have previously, right? But it's just a little flavor of what that technology is, what it can do for the customer. Again, another great product portfolio that we're trying to push forward and expand the opportunities in the market for customers and operators to go drill in more challenging environments. Hey, thanks again for your time. This again is part of our bakerhughes.com/Subsea Connect TV lightning talks, and you can find more information on that website. And hopefully this information is useful to you. And if you have any more questions about it, feel free to check out that website or contact your local rep to get more information. Thank you.
Thanks.